Why the bat flies at night. Once upon a time, in the distant past, there was a great war between the animals who lived in the sky and those that lived on the ground. Nobody remembers how the war started or what it was about, but it was a terrible time. Many animals on both sides were wounded or killed, and eventually, somebody said that if they carried on like this, there would be no animals living on the earth. So, some of the sky animals and some of the ground animals had a meeting. And as nobody could recall what they were fighting each other about, it was agreed that a truce should be called and peace declared. For the sky dwellers, the heron was appointed to make the announcement, and for the ground animals, the hare would do this job, as he was able to get around the area very quickly. This was done the next morning, but as all the animals settled down, realizing they could now live in peace and rebuild their lives, somebody found the body of Mr. Bat. He was the last victim of the war and must have been killed late the previous day. All the flying animals were very upset, and they decided to organize a big burial for their friend. But as they were preparing his body for the funeral, one of the birds noticed that Mr. Bat had teeth in his mouth. How was that possible? Flying animals don't have teeth. They called a meeting and they agreed that Bat can't be one of them, as no other bird has teeth in his mouth. So they took Bat's body to the ground animals and told them that as Mr. Bat was not a bird, it was their responsibility to give him a decent burial. The ground animals agreed to accept the body, but then, as they were preparing for the burial, one of them shouted, "Wait a minute! This bat may have teeth, but he definitely also has wings. How could he be one of us if he has wings?" So now, the ground animals had a meeting to consider the problem, and they decided that no ground animal can have wings. So therefore, Mr. Bat can't be regarded as one of them. So they too refused to bury Mr. Bat. Poor Mr. Bat. The flying animals refused to accept him because he has teeth, and the ground animals refused to accept him because he has wings. He could therefore not fly with the flying animals, neither could he walk with the ground animals. So he chose to fly alone at night when other flying animals are asleep. And that is why the bat is still flying around every night. Please subscribe, like, and share for more interesting stories.